people say that fairy tales don't exist. I would have to disagree. I could confirm fairy tales do exist. I saw one. I lived one. It was kind of like a fairy tale. You could say the story is about magic, euphoria, romance, maybe. But fairy tales can be deceiving. They can be false. They can vary dramatically based on one's subjectivity. Although, when it comes down to it, everything happens for a reason. Oh, what a boring way to start a story, though. Oh, what a boring way. It wasn't supposed to be like this. No, nothing happened the way it was supposed to. Or did it? I'm not sure I'll ever have time to think about that. Oh, time. What an interesting concept. It's just as deceiving as my fairy tales, just as false. Yet time controls everything, and it sure as hell controls this story. The only element it did not seem to control was her, and thank God for that. It's not the wind breaking the panels of the old carriage house, nor the greasy mist of the spring air that has me in a startle. These are commodities I deal with on a daily basis. I have become ear-deaf with the wind, but the smelly spring air that is accompanied by the aroma of the nearby fishy ocean does have me gagging most mornings. But I digress. The noise grows louder now, loud enough to tell exactly what it is banging on my door. By the time I'm even ready to face the day, I have to face the fact that there are fucking police officers waiting eagerly outside my door for a response. Now my mind starts to spin. It keeps spinning and spinning as I continue to process why the fuck there are police officers outside my door. I've never vandalized, stolen, or acted foolishly with the law in any way, shape, or form. For fuck's sakes, I don't even drink. I'm good. I feel great. I'm upright.
There, you in there? Hello?
Oh, it's not a wellness check, is it? No, it can't be. No, everything was cleared. Everything was cleared. I'm good. I feel great. I'm upright. 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 If I have another episode, it will be entirely their fault. My stomach starts to ache, my head pounding until...
Just stick it to the door. It's probably not the first one they've seen. Let's go. Let's go.
I wasn't believing it at first. Everything around me seems to go numb. The smell of the ocean is so unbearable now that I want to tear off my fucking nose. I don't know what to do. I can't take my eyes off the face I see. That face. It's her. It's my best friend, Sky, just staring back at me. Coming to tell me that she's missing? That she won't be at school tomorrow? The more I glare into her eyes, the more I become sick. Memories of her in class are starting to strike my brain, but I want to focus on now. I want to focus on figuring out what could have happened, but I can't bring myself to do that. It's fear. It's total fear. I'm afraid she's dead. I have a gut-wrenching feeling that she's dead. Think about her. Think about the good. I felt energy around my body. My heart starts to beat fast. I feel another episode of mania coming, and it's going to black me out. It will put me down for a bit. As I anticipate the hit, I think of her, of Sky. That face. I think of all the stories that we shared and the laughs and cries that went with them. I think of her perfect smile, her perfect hair. I think of when we first met, that moment. I think about the time we... I met her out of the blue. I never even knew of Sky until she presented herself to me. It's the last thing someone like me would expect out of a situation where I will totally remove myself from any social setting given. I truly feel like my demise will be met at the hands of a human I trust too much. The thought keeps me up at nights. I prefer to be alone. I prefer to be left alone. Regardless, even though the smell is persistent, I do enjoy my solace on the beach. And on this particular day, it didn't take long until my solace was soon interrupted by...
Hey.
Hi?
Hanover College, right?
Yeah, that's right.
My name's Sky. What's your name?
Hi, Sky. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What are those? Are those drawings? You draw? Can I see?
Oh, no, these are just dumb doodles mostly. I don't waste time showing them any. Do you come to the beach often?
When it's quiet, yeah. I don't live too far from here. I see you come here often as well. Where do you live?
Just a little bit back in town. But I like it here more.
Yeah, I'd have to say the same. Do you mind if I sit for a little while?
No, sure.
What do you study at the college?
Just some arts and social science stuff. She starts telling me about herself and I to her. Her story is much more interesting, much more stimulating. But something else is on my mind. Something else is triggering me while we hold our conversation. What is it? What is it? Oh, it's her smell. Her smell. Oh, her smell is fucking contagious. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's almost making me emotional. That's it. What a beautiful smell. It's put me in a place of clarity. My mind feels calm. Something that doesn't usually happen. Oh, God. Oh, she thinks I'm weird. She definitely thinks I'm weird. Oh, what would she be thinking?
He is oddly satisfying to talk to. It's obvious that the time he spends in private, and in public for that matter, is not in the presence of a girl. He's trying his best to pretend that this isn't his first conversation with a girl his age, and to be honest, I find that absolutely adorable. I see him at this beach and at school all the time, but he never looks my way. The fact that he's always alone catches my attention. It's almost like a distraction. I find it funny that him, trying not to be seen, a shadow, a fly on the wall, someone who could be conjuring up the biggest hell to ever hit this earth, is completely noticeable to me. He is completely noticeable to me. With that said, this is the longest conversation he has ever had with a woman. Oh shit. This is probably the longest conversation he has ever had with someone, period. But something else is on my mind. Something else seems to be triggering me, but I can't seem to figure it out. What is it? What is it? What is it about him? There's something off. I am glad we got to talk, though. I'm glad.
I smile the whole way home. I feel like a giddy child. It's a feeling I wish would never go away. But everything has to go away at some point. Even the most beautiful of things. I think of Sky. I think of her in the days to come, and I think we will be good friends. I think so.
Caroline, hey! I'm good, thanks. Just listen to me for a second, okay? I know this is going to sound bizarre at first, but hear me out. You know that Susan girl? The hottie who went to Hanover 2 years ago for like 3 weeks and then went missing? Well, at the time, the police were putting her poster on every single door in the neighborhood, and eventually they just stopped looking. Well, months later, her dismembered body was found washed up on shore, half burnt, half eaten. Half eaten. And everybody was like, what the fuck? Okay, well, I happened to have a writing class with her for the few weeks she was enrolled at Hanover, and I remember her having this extremely distinctive smell. Caroline, I said please. Please. I remember her having this distinctive smell, a potent lavender that shot down your throat. What am I getting at? Okay, do you know that antisocial kid? You know, the one from last term psychology class, the one who sat near the window by the door, constantly drawing in that damn book. Okay, so I see him at the beach and decide to finally go over and speak to him. It was actually great. Everything was great. There was just something that was weird towards the end, but it was also something I was trying to pinpoint the whole time we were talking. And when I arrived home, it hit me in the head like a ton of bricks. He smelled like lavender. Potent lavender. My point is, what boy puts on lavender perfume? It just didn't smell normal on him. And I know that sounds crazy, but it was just this gut feeling. I don't know. Susan was so pretty, and he never looked at her once. Not once. That just seemed so weird. You're right. I should have stopped halfway through this conversation. Sorry, Caroline. It was just this strange feeling. It doesn't matter now. It's nothing. I have no idea where I was going with that anyway. Like, could you imagine? What if it's him?